It's family fajita night, and I'm gonna show you how to do it with just one pan. I understand the struggle of those super hectic weeknight dinner dilemmas. I have your solution, don't worry. Your family's gonna demand that this is thrown into the weeknight rotation. Before we start, let's make sure that your oven rack is set to the highest level closest to the broiler. That way, we know we're getting a great sear. If you need a little bit of help getting that 3-inch distance, use a cast iron pan to set your sheet pan right on top. First things first, let's make our marinade. This marinade is deliciously bold and has a ton of fresh lime juice, which means it's a quick marinade. The acid from the fresh lime juice helps all the flavors really penetrate that beef. Plus, you have to have fresh lime juice involved when it's fajita night. The honey adds a touch of sweetness paired with the tang from that fresh lime juice we talked about, and it also helps with our sear on our beef. It's definitely a secret ingredient in a lot of recipes. Honey is magical. Before we add the marinade to our Ziploc bag, be sure to set aside a little to use on the fajita veggies. Adding the flank steak to the Ziploc marinade will help everything marinate evenly and also help with cleanup. Who doesn't love that? The flank steak is a perfect cut for fajitas. It's thin for quick cooking and beautifully marbled for this type of application. So let's do some knife work. I'm going to thinly slice my peppers and my red onion. Traditionally, slicing the onion and pepper thin helps with the quick cooking in a cast iron pan or whatever you're doing this in. Once you have your veggies sliced, throw them into a mixing bowl. And remember that marinade we set aside earlier? I'm adding that to these veggies, giving it a quick toss and setting it in the fridge. That way, it adds an extra layer to these vegetables as they sear in the pan with the flank. It'll be so good. Now that your flank is finished marinating, let's get it ready for the oven. So I've just simply covered a sheet pan with some foil, and I'll show you exactly what to do with the beef next. Okay, so this is a really crucial part of this recipe. I want you to pay attention to this. Everybody has paper towels on hand, right? Grab a couple paper towels, and we're just gonna dab off the excess moisture on the top of your flank. This is gonna help ensure that it's nice and dry for when we go into the oven under the broiler and it gets a really nice crust. Make sure to flip both sides over, pat both dry really well with some paper towels. I'll go with a little bit of pan. This will help build that crust that we're looking for. So I'm gonna be sure to hit my pan with some of that spray also, just to ensure no sticking and to also make sure that the flank surface is completely flat on the pan. That's gonna help it brown in the oven. Go ahead and spread those marinated veggies around. Again, helping with the surface area, spread everything out evenly so it all gets a nice even broil. Look at that, it is beautiful. Now we're ready to go to the oven with it. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. The char is perfect. It adds such a deep flavor to these fajitas. Go ahead and flip your flank over. We need to make sure that everything gets evenly broiled. So give your veggies a quick toss and then back in the oven for just a couple of minutes to brown everything else. And voila, my friends, it's perfect. Now let's just take it off the sheet pan onto a cool cutting board and let it rest, and we can move on to getting our tortillas ready. I really enjoy a warm tortilla, so this is how I warm mine. I just slightly oil a cast iron pan and let each tortilla warm through about 1 minute per side, and that's it. So some tips on cutting your flank. So I do a big slice right down the middle, and then I'm sure to slice against the grain. That ensures a tender bite of flank every time. And serving this right on the same sheet pan lets everybody come up and they can build their taco exactly how they'd want. And look how great this looks. One meal on one sheet pan. And just like that, you have a super fast and full meal for your family. And you can serve it right on the sheet pan with a little fresh cilantro, and a little fresh cheese, and your favorite hot sauce. Again, you guys can build these however you'd like. This is a meal you will love, and you will definitely want it in your weekly rotation. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here in the Test Kitchen.